All right, guys, super excited to have you here with me in this exact moment. Now look, in this video, we're gonna go over the 3 main reasons why most ambitious men, they don't hit their goals in life. Because most of these ambitious men, they grew up with this idea of the man they're going to become and what they're going to accomplish. But the thing is, as their life pans out or they start going through the motions of life, their visions of grandeur, they don't become a reality, they stay a vision. And this happens because of 3 reasons. The first being that they give up, They constantly are trying to achieve a lot, but they don't get the results, they get unmotivated, and they quit. Now look, I'm not gonna spend much time on this because this isn't you. And the fact that you're watching this video proves that this isn't you. Now the second reason is that these ambitious men, they are putting in the time and the energy to get the results they want. But they follow a broken formula, which is why they don't have the life they want. They're putting in so much time and so much energy to create the dream life. And I respect that a ton. But if you follow the wrong information, you're not gonna get the results, right? And why I say they follow a broken formula or the wrong information is because they're relying on willpower and motivation to create change in their life. Perfect example that I always go back to is a New Year's resolution. Because this is when everyone is most motivated, the New Year's here and it's exciting time. And you always tell yourself that you're gonna make these huge changes in your life. You're gonna become a better version of yourself, a more capable version of yourself so that you hit your ambitions. You get the body you want. You start to feel better because you're consistently eating healthy. In either case, you're telling yourself that you're gonna do something that will improve your life. And what happens is you're feeling motivated and it goes good for a few days, maybe even a week, You're constantly doing whatever it is that you told yourself you'd do. But then one day you get tired or you don't feel motivated or you just feel like mentally off a little bit. And so you decide, well, I've been doing a fantastic job. I deserve one day off, right? I'm sure you've told yourself that. But if you have, you probably know what comes next. You end up taking one more day off, then another and another, until you find yourself back into your old patterns and ruts of procrastination, self-doubt, and ultimately not doing the thing that you told yourself you'd do. But the worst part is after you fail to stick to your word again, you feel so bad about yourself. You feel like something's wrong with yourself or that you dug yourself into a hole that you can't get out of. And the thing is, it's because you're relying on willpower and motivation. But willpower and motivation, it's a finite resource. Think about your willpower and motivation at the beginning of the day versus the end of the day. I'm willing to bet that you have a lot more motivation and willpower in the beginning versus the end. And that's because, again, it's a finite resource. And as your day goes on, your willpower and motivation, it depletes like your iPhone's battery, And I don't even need to expand on this. You can look at your own life and see that it hasn't been working for you. Otherwise, you'd already have the life you want and not currently be watching this video. So those are the 2 main reasons, but there's one more. Now, this is where I actually say most ambitious men, they get caught. And the 3rd reason is that they don't take massive action to get the results. They just think that this change in their life is magically gonna happen to them. They see all their friends on social media crushing it and they feel bad about their lives, but they're too demoralized, they're too frustrated, they're too tired of putting in the work and not getting results, so they don't take action. But they still have these visions of grandeur that they're going to accomplish a lot. But how does that make sense? How are they just magically gonna get the results? That doesn't happen. You need to take action. And like we just talked about, it can't just be any action. It needs to be the right action. You need to follow the correct formula. So you might be wondering, what's the correct formula if willpower and motivation doesn't work? Well, the reason why willpower and motivation doesn't work is because the correct method that you need to follow is programming your brain for success, programming your subconscious mind to become a high performer. Basically, you have 2 parts of your brain. You have the left or conscious mind, and then you have the right or subconscious mind. Now, 90 to 95% of the decisions you make in your entire day, they're actually made with your subconscious mind. And to really exemplify this, have you ever finished work, or maybe you're just like at school or something? Anyways, you finish and you start driving on home. You start driving to the grocery store or whatever, but you zone out for like 5 or 10 minutes. Then all of a sudden you're back at your destination, right? And you're like, what the heck? How did I get here? I wasn't consciously driving. Well, your subconscious mind got you there through your habits. That's how your subconscious mind operates. It's habitual. Another example of this is like the power of our habits is crazy. I mean, you have the same morning routine every single morning, right? Probably drive the same route to work every single time. Now, humans do this because our subconscious mind sees this as a survival mechanism. And that's why habits are so hard to break. I'm sure you've had multiple habits you tried to break. Like you tried breaking the habit of you not working out. You tried breaking the habit of you not eating healthy, but you always fail because you rely on willpower and motivation. But what you need to do is you need to get your conscious mind to work with your subconscious mind. Only when this happens will you get the results you want. Now you might be wondering, well, okay, Adam, this sounds good. How do I reprogram my subconscious mind? And the answer is ultimately going to come down to repetition. You need to keep forcing it. You need to do enforced action until a new habit is formed. But you might be like, well, Adam, how the heck am I supposed to do enforced action if the habit's always leading me off? I've tried doing enforced action before, right? Your New Year's resolution is willpower and motivation. Try doing enforced action, just forcing yourself to do it. So the way in which you do this is you have to be a committed person. That's the foundation to changing yourself and changing your life and the direction of your life. And to be a committed person, what I usually say is like, you have to ask yourself these questions. If you aren't going to be committed to improving yourself and getting this new life, how are you going to feel about yourself in 3 months from now if you don't change anything? Is that deep feeling that's in your gut that's telling you that you're on the wrong path in life? Is that going to get better or worse? Every single day that you wake up, you feel a little worse about yourself because you know you should be doing better. So in this scenario, what you really need to do is figure out why you want this life so bad. And then not only that, think about where your life is going to go if you don't change anything, if you don't commit. You have to ask yourself these questions. You need to contemplate it and see the route that you're going to go if you don't commit. Now, once you understand where your life's going to go if you don't commit, and you understand where your life is going to go when you do commit, that's when you have that internal drive. But that's the first part, right? Now you need the enforced action until new habits formed. That's the way you see super achievers like David Goggins. You know, he talks about how whenever something pops up in his mind that he doesn't want to do, well, he trains his mind to do that thing. And eventually he formed a habit of it. And he talks about how that habit right there is the most powerful thing that guided him. I mean, look at him before. He used to be a 300 pound, over 300 pounds, obese, overweight, undisciplined, tired, working at a minimum wage job. But he overcame that and became one of the most ferocious athletes in the entire world. And he did that because he programmed his subconscious mind. He formed a habit of doing the things that he didn't want to do. And now look at him. The same power can be harnessed by you. And it's only if you harness this same exact power that you will get the results you want in your life. You'll become the man you want to become. So look, if you're an ambitious man who knows you're destined for greatness and is ready to prove it, then what I want you to do is I want you to, first of all, join our community, the New Era of Health family. We're here for you. We're full of ambitious men just like you who refuse to live a mediocre life. So first of all, what I want you to do if you want to be a part of this family is there should be a link around this video. I want you to download it. I want you to click that link and you'll see a free book in there. I just made this book. It's brand new. And it's going to tell you how top performers like Elon Musk, David Goggins, and Tony Robbins, how they have that internal drive, that motivation to overcome their limiting emotions, their willpower and motivation, you know? And not only that, it's going to tell you how to pack on muscle rapidly, only lifting 3 to 4 times a week. And why lifting 5, 6, or even 7 times a week is hindering your results. Basically, it's going to give you all the secrets you need to achieve anything you set your eyes on. So if you want that, go ahead. There should be a button link around this video. You know where it is. Go click it, enter in your email, and I'll give you instant access to that brand new book.